Contents of this video. Number 1, hello and introductions. Number 2, body warm-up. Number 3, rhythm warm-up. Number 4, rhythm task. Number 5, vocal warm-up. Number 6, songwriting task, music and lyrics. Number 7, farewell outros. Hello and introductions. Hello, my little switcheroonies. How are you doing, Switch? Oh, I'm missing you guys, man. And it's a bit of a strange time, isn't it, at the moment? However, I'm sure that in the not too distant future, things are going to get back to some kind of normal as we knew them, and we're all going to be able to gather again and make music together in the same room. However, for now, we need to keep our music making going, don't we? It's so important. We need to stay creative. We need to keep giving our energy to that thing that we love and that we're passionate about. It's really important, man. So, without further ado, we, being me and Alex,
hi Switch, Alex here,
are gonna give you guys some tasks and some activities, some fun things to get those musical juices flowing. And we're gonna see if we can cook something up together as a group, even though we're not together in the same room. Isn't that clever?
So I'm still in Birmingham with my drums. It's good to see you. And how about you could get in contact with us and let us know what you're up to during this period. It'd be really great to hear what you're up to, what activities you've been doing, how you've been finding our videos. So it'd be great to hear from you.
Just to give you a little update about what I've been doing during lockdown, me and my partner are expecting our first baby. And that is going to happen anytime from now up until maybe 2 weeks' time. So we are imminently awaiting arrival of baby. And other than that, I have been doing some work in the garden, I've been doing some work on the house, I've been getting the nursery ready, I've been getting my DIY flex on, holding drills and hammering things into walls. And aside from all of that and carrying on with my teaching and different bits of work that I do, I have been music making. So when you guys get this video, my new single should be out. It's called Coming Alive. I'm going to play a little clip of it now.
You give me something deep inside. I'm coming alive. You lift me high up on your vibe. I'm coming alive. And I've been blinded by your amazing grace. There is light inside that I cannot contain. You give me something.
I love this song. It's one of my favourites that I've ever made. We made a video for it too, so make sure you go check out the video. That'll be on Facebook and it's premiering on the 28th of July. And yeah, just been writing and trying to come up with some ideas. So important when you're a musician, when you're a creative, when you're an artist, when you're a songwriter, a singer, someone who plays an instrument, that you keep up your practice. It's so important, yeah? That's how we get really good at things, by repeating them, by practicing, repetition, reinforcing everything that we know, sharpening our skills, yeah? So as much as you can, and obviously as much as you want to, do make sure that you're doing your daily musical practices, weekly practices, and keeping up those skill levels that you've all cultivated so far. Let's get into some warm-up activities. Body warm-up. Okay guys, so before we get into singing and performing with our instruments, one of the main things we need to do, which you're all aware of, is warm up, okay? It's like an athlete going out onto the track to run. They don't ever do that without warming up their muscles first. And it's exactly the same for singers and performers and musicians, okay? So one of the main issues that performers, singers, artists can face is that if they haven't warmed up correctly, it will hinder and hamper their performance, okay? And it can cause damage as well in some instances, and we don't want to do that, all right? So what we're going to do is, as performers, as musicians, as singers, we're going to warm up our entire body, okay? We're going to get loose, we're going to loosen up all the muscles, because that's really important, okay? For us to be able to perform at optimum levels, and we should be doing this every day anyway, as singers and musicians, okay? It's a great routine, a great habit, a great practice to get into. All right, so I'm going to take you through one of the main warm-up exercises that I do to loosen up the whole body and to warm up the vocal cords and muscles, all the muscles around the chest and the lungs where the air's coming from for us to sing, and to just loosen up the body in general so that when we're performing, we're nice and limber, okay? And this is what we're going to do. So first of all, we reach up to the sky. We stand in one spot and reach up to the sky as high as we can. Really stretch like this. Reaching as high as I can. Stretching the body. Feel the stretch on the sides here. Then we let all of our weight fall down so that we're hanging bent double in this position. Then we tap on our chest and make a zombie noise like this. Then we very slowly and gently rise back up to a standing position like this. Very slowly and gently. Feeling the vertebrae in the spine just clicking back into place. Imagining it clicking back into place. One vertebrae at a time. Until we're back in a standing position and roll the shoulders. Roll the shoulders. Then we lean back and tap on the chest whilst making this noise. Open up the chest, open up the mouth and make this noise. And tap on the chest again lightly. Well done everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Rhythm warm up.
So before we do our rhythmic warm-up, we're going to do a quick jumping jelly bean warm-up to get us nice and relaxed. So I've got a pretend jumping jelly bean and we're going to pretend we've eaten it. And it's gone into one arm and it's wriggling around. And now it's going to the other arm. Jumping jelly beans wriggling in the other arm. Back to the other arm. Going back to my head. To my other arm. To my left arm. Oh, and it's come out again. So now we're all nice and warmed up for our rhythmic warm-up exercise. Okay, switch, let's do our rhythmic warm-up. In this warm-up, it's going to be a heartbeat warm-up. So I'm going to play a rhythm, and I'd like you to join in at home. And then I'm going to change the rhythm to a new rhythm. And when you hear me change it, you change along as well. Jimmy will be jamming along with us as well. So let's do our heartbeat rhythmic warm-up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sounding great, Switch. It's a really good warm-up to listen to what other band members are playing, like when we're jamming, and hearing when they change what they're playing. So it's a really good warm-up, sounding great.
Rhythm Task.
So that was sounding really good, Switch, the rhythmic warm-up. I'd like to set a small task for you to do from that rhythmic warm-up. So you can always rewind the video and have a jam back with your own instrument, if you've got an instrument at home, such as a guitar or some body percussion. And once you've jammed that warm-up, what I'd like you to do is record yourself playing one or two of the rhythms that we played in the rhythmic warm-up. There were 3 rhythms in total that we played in that warm-up, so you could remember 1 or 2 of them and record yourself playing those rhythms if you can remember them. And we'd really like to hear from you. You could send those in, the recordings of you playing them. It's a really great exercise, a fun task to try and remember different rhythms.
Vocal warm-up.
Let's do some vocal warm-up exercises. Okay then, switcheroonies, my switch friends. Let's get the vocal muscles and chords warmed up. The first noise that we're going to make, we're going to focus on warming up parts of the vocal cords that tire out very easily. This is a great warm-up exercise to start with. Okay, so what we're going to do is stick our tongues out, like so. And we're going to make this noise. We're kind of humming at the back of the throat, around the tongue, and we're making this noise. Can you make that noise? Without sounding silly? Okay, and we're going to go up the scale, alright? So we're going to do this in octaves. And we're going to start at C. We're going to start there, okay? And we're going to go. Can you do that? Very good. And we're going to move up a semitone now, and we're going to go. Your turn. Up another semitone. Your turn. Good. Up another semitone. Your turn. Wonderful. Up another semitone. We're cooking on gas. Here we go. Your turn. Brilliant. Up another semitone. You can probably hear that my voice is starting to get to the top of its range there because it's quite low. Your turn. Brilliant. Up another semitone. Very good. Here we go. Your turn. And another semitone. Your turn. Brilliant. Up another semitone. Your turn. Right, we're going to speed it up a little bit now. Your turn. And we're nearly there, 2 more to go. Last one. Super!
Songwriting Task.
Okay, Switch. So in our sessions earlier this year with Jimmy, we looked at chord progressions, didn't we? Chord sequences, and we wrote a really cool song on a chord sequence. So I thought I'd record a chord sequence for you and set a task for you to write your own lyrics or melody over the chord sequence. So similar to the solo song task in our previous video with Dan, but in this video with Jimmy, we'll be writing some lyrics and melody, having a go at writing lyrics and melody over a chord sequence. So I'll show you the chord sequence. It's going to be a bar of C, and then a bar of A, and then 2 bars of G. So in the links you'll be able to download this chord sequence. So I've made this chord sequence and you can have a go at writing your own lyrics and melody over it. So here's the chord sequence. That's back to the start. So you'll have that chord sequence on repeat in the downloads. So have fun with it, and we're really looking forward to seeing what you come up with.
Okay, Switch. Alex has given you the musical element of the task, and I'm now going to give you the lyrical side of things. So, recent global events have given everyone in the world the opportunity to rethink the way that we do things as individuals and collectively as communities and as countries and as a human race on the whole. So what I want you to imagine for this song is that you have been given the chance to redesign the world in which we live, okay? Starting from scratch. So the main question is, what would your world look like? If you could redesign the world and reimagine it exactly the way that you wanted to, what would it look like? And some of the things that you might think about. Firstly, would everybody be treated equally, perhaps? Might you want to try and get rid of homelessness and poverty, maybe? What would the education system look like in your world? How would schools operate and colleges and universities? Who would run the country? Would it be politicians? Or would it be perhaps more normal people? Might it be young people even? Would we still use money in your world, or might it be something else? Perhaps you could think of a different way that we could purchase goods and exchange goods and barter with each other, maybe. Perhaps people would do each other favours. So, for instance, if I need my windows cleaning, then I'll bake you a loaf of bread and we'll do an exchange that way. Would the environment be treated differently in your world, maybe? Would everyone have to work normal jobs like we do now? Or would you perhaps devise a new system? What would that look like? What could people do instead of working, perhaps, in this system that we currently live in? Maybe you might want to make it free admission to theme parks every weekend. I think that would be quite cool. I'd love that. I'd come and live in your world if you did that. Think about what kind of leisure activities people would do. Think about how maybe animals would be treated. All of these different things. Think about all of the small elements of life that we all interact with weekly, monthly, yearly, and see how you might change them, redesign them, reimagine them to create your new world. Okay? And I'll include a list of questions as part of the resources as well to help you think about the kind of things that I've just mentioned.
Farewell outro.
So thanks guys, thanks Switch for joining Jimmy and myself for Switch Social Distancing. And don't forget, you can get in contact through Holly, get in contact with Holly with any of your ideas, with how you're getting on. We'd love to know how you're getting on. And hoping that you're enjoying the videos, hope that you're enjoying the solo tasks and the group tasks that we're setting. And we'll catch you again really soon. Bye guys.
Hey guys, it's been great to see you, even though I can't see you, but you can see me. I hope you've enjoyed the warm-up activities that we've gone through in this video and the practical tasks that we've set. Please do let us know how you're getting on with the practical tasks. You can contact us through Holly. Send us any ideas that you have, any videos, all the stuff that we've asked for in this video that we've set. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear how you're getting on. Let's make some magic. Let's be creative. Stay in touch. Take care of yourself, Switch, and we'll see you soon.